to know what does it take to go from the electric version to the acoustic version.
There are some changes, like for instance, the solo, there's certain things I can do on the acoustic guitar that are similar to the electric, like the solo in Community Property. Now right there, I could potentially do some tap. You wouldn't probably hear it. So I'm gonna probably just continue to play some stuff with my plectrum, because when you play with a pick on the acoustic guitar, it's louder. And volume kind of matters. It's very difficult to get that loud, the finger tapping very loud on acoustic guitar. Although I am going to attempt to do the finger tapping solo for Supersonic Sex Machine acoustic today in front of a live audience of over 7 people. Because it's not quite as loud when you do the tapping thing, like Supersonic Sex Machine. What is it? It's difficult. You got to really listen, because a pick just sounds louder. So I'm going to do the best I can, but that's the price you have to pay when you're on acoustic. The girls seem to respond really well to acoustic guitar. You could play anything on an acoustic guitar and girls get very emotional and they want to have sex with you. So even Supersonic Sex Machine, which is a pretty fast heavy metal song, the girls take their panties off, throw their panties, they show their breasts. How do you say it? Titten.
Titten.
Yeah, show their titten
Yeah.
to us. And they stare at my, how do you say, schwanz? They stare at my schwanz. And it's very good for me personally, because it boosts my ego. What was I talking about? I would give you the stars in the sky. I was showing actually our lighting person, her name's Allie, she's a beautiful girl, wanted to get a guitar lesson from me because she's learning how to play acoustic guitar. And I showed her how to play a Community Property, which is very simple. It's only like a few chords, maybe 4 chords total. And I do it with, I put my thumb over the top of the neck, because I've always been comfortable like that, playing lead guitar, because I bend and stuff like that. I use my thumb to mute the bottom string. Those first few chords, I can strum the whole guitar without having to worry about the bottom string ringing out. And she was not familiar with that. She's got her thumb on the bottom of the neck, and so that was very difficult for her to do. I was trying to get her to mute that string and show her how easy it is to do. There's really only a couple chords in that song, and there's only a couple fingers that move. It's great. Like, these fingers stay right there the whole time on the first fret, or the second fret of the D string, and the 4th fret of the G string. And I move, the bass note moves on the A string, from A to C sharp to B, and then I've got an open E chord also. But these top E's, the E and B, are ringing out the whole time, and so is the E and B on the D and G strings. So those 4 strings are always ringing out almost the whole song, right? I would give you the stars in the sky, but they're too far away. You can see that there's really only one note that changes right there. I'm lifting my 3rd finger from the F sharp to the E, and then I'm playing the open E string. So I'm muting it, and then I'm unmuting it. So that's like the whole song. And it's funny because sometimes when you read tablature of songs, like you want to learn Stairway to Heaven. And it turns out like this, It's like, that's not Stairway to Heaven. Doesn't sound anything like it.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful with tab because sometimes the guys who write the tablature, totally high. Just write whatever down. Especially for this magazine.